Have you ever wanted to be a dad? Look, I'm going to assume you said yes because I can't hear you. Well, today is your lucky day. In Dad Quest, you're on a quest to become a good dad. You're given a child and told to complete the quest, which takes you on quite the journey, fighting bad dudes and powering up. Yes, I'm being silly because Dad Quest is goofy. I mean, everyone can be a dad, literally any person. Very inclusive. I like that message. The game has heart. Everyone seems to be working towards being a good dad versus a bad dad. The game leans on the fact that the dad in the game is going on a quest and you're controlling that dad, so you're going on the quest too. Oh, meta. Which means the tutorial bits that are for your dad work for you too. When everyone is a dad, the range of parenting techniques is massive. Your style is to use a child as a weapon. With this advanced system, you can throw your child as a projectile or swing them as you might a bat. There's a lot of combat, but you can run past some of it. Throwing your kid is a lot easier too because the hitboxes aren't perfect. If you melee, there's a good chance you'll take damage. But throwing isn't safe either. Without your kid, you can't attack, and it leaves you incredibly vulnerable. Oh, probably a theme in there somewhere, huh? In general, the combat is simple. Even the bosses don't take a lot of effort. All of the enemies have a low amount of health, so they can swarm you, but that's easily avoided. It does get more complicated with the inclusion of skills and toys. The skills are where you can express your own fighting style. You spend money to unlock new ones along your travels, and the game lets you switch them at will. For example, you throw harder for more damage, or, my personal favorite, your child turns into a sticky bomb. I mean, that's pretty great. Some are more situational, but switching them quick is a pain, so expect to just pick one and stick with it. Note they only affect your charged attack. For toys, they're temporary enhancements you can equip. They're limited by how many times they are used. Now, I ignored them for way too long, which was a mistake. The items can make a lot of fighting easier, and they're plentiful. Saving them becomes an issue when your inventory is full and you can't dump an item. The game keeps showing you a dialogue every time you try and pick up an item with a full inventory. It's very annoying. If I were to go back and play again, I would not hold myself back from using them. I would buy every item and costume I could. However, Dad Quest is pretty easy. The game is generous with save spots and health. While you can only use a health totem once for free, the cost is minimal. In fact, the game is too generous. So if you're looking for a challenge, this isn't it. The game moves seamlessly between story, fighting areas, and light platforming. You even get a pretty sweet ledge grab. The side quests that are sprinkled throughout the game are completely optional and provide money or toys. You only need to focus on that Dad Quest, which takes you through 3 areas: the desert, the mountains, and the caves. Now, each area is visually unique, but some of the monsters are recycled. The main quest is linear, but the side quests can have you running back and forth a little bit. Now, I'm not going to complain because it's nice to have a direct game. What I really wish for is a map. While the world isn't that complicated, a simple map would have made it better. I didn't get lost, and this is not Hollow Knight, but I struggled remembering where the shortcuts and teleportation totems went. Anyway, the ending is abrupt. Yeah, it's difficult to end a story, but geez, this thing wraps up quick, like tight as a bow. The final boss was easy. Now that's tricky to decide if it was because I improved at playing the game, maybe, or if it's the game. I was reading the Steam forums and saw the developer talking about how money was tight. So tight that they were having an issue getting achievements into the game. So I can speculate that Dad Quest was trimmed to get it out a little bit earlier from early access. Yet, I can't point to any other areas of the game where there's a problem. As far as I'm concerned, they did an excellent job creating a complete game. Overall, Dad Quest is a straightforward action platformer. It has a nice story with some good humor. Although it is easy, I had a great time seeing it through to the end.